Each holiday, kids receive a lot of devices that have them spending more time online than parents would like. Joining us today is Dr. Scott Collins, a clinical psychologist for Aura, who's conducting an innovative new study assessing the link between screen time and mental well-being for children. Doctor, thank you so much for joining us today. So what's the connection between tech use and mental health?
Yeah, well, this is a controversial topic, and opinions are mixed. Some think that tech use is the worst thing possible for kids' mental health, and others say it's way more complicated and it might even be positive for some kids. Where there's agreement is that we need better data and we need more research, which is exactly why we are launching this innovative clinical study called TechWise to clarify this link between tech usage and mental well-being outcomes in kids.
So are there actions that parents like myself can take to promote digital wellness?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's tricky for all parents. I have my own firsthand experience struggling with a child who spends or spent way too much time on their devices. We generally at Aura think about 3 strategies to help parents to promote better digital habits in their kids. The first is to just have open dialogue about device usage and to be clear and to ask kids what they're doing online and to encourage openness. The second thing is to actually set up some specific agreements about usage, the screen time limits, the kinds of content that they're looking at, what kind of behavior is appropriate and not appropriate online, and having those things sort of documented. And then the third is to use a tool or a service like Aura's that can help monitor those things for parents, set the screen time limits, etc.
So what would you say is the top concern for parents?
Yeah, I think a big concern is to how to balance this idea of privacy and independence with online safety. Kids' jobs are to develop into their own healthy, independent beings, and that can be tricky when there's so much that they can be exposed to online. Before smartphones, parents our job was to understand who our kids are with, where they're at, and what are they doing. And the challenge that we have now is that we can't answer those questions if our kid is sitting across the dinner table from us. So really thinking about how do we set up a situation and an arrangement between our kids where we can monitor those things a little bit more effectively. And that's why I joined Aura, is to help to build tools that can monitor those things and address those questions.
Yeah, it sounds kind of spooky, right? Like we don't really, you can't really tell what's on the phone right there when they're looking at it. So I understand that seems like a very wild concern. My daughter is still too young to be dealing with phones, so I'm not there just yet, but I know I'm going to be pretty spooked eventually. So, hey, how can families get involved in the study?
Hang on. Getting involved in the study is simple. You just go to aura.com/techwise. The study is open to all families who have a kid between the ages of 8 and 17 who have their own smartphone. We ask parents and their kids to complete online surveys, and in return they get compensated for their time. And this will help us. They also will get a free subscription to our app that helps to provide the data about the device pattern or the device usage patterns and link those to the kids' survey outcomes.
So, Doc, before we let you go, do you have any additional advice for parents and children?
No, just it's a good time of year. It's the beginning of the year. Let's get off on a fresh start. I think again, having those healthy conversations, thinking about how to set up agreements with kids, modeling good behaviors as parents ourselves in our own device usage, and think about potentially using a service like Aura's to monitor and set screen time limits.
Excellent. Thank you for your time today. One more time, what's the website?
aura.com/techwise.
Excellent. Doctor, thank you so very much for your time today. I really do appreciate it, and Happy New Year. And guys, if you want to watch this segment again, head over to FCN Plus.